it's Jorge Linares, weighed in at 60.8 kilos, with a reach of 175 centimeters, his height about the same, 173. The Matrix, Vasily Lomachenko, fighting as a featherweight, that's the 126-pound limit. And introducing, there can only be...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Barinas, Venezuela, a renowned 3-division champion of the world, Jorge Linares.
So they stare into... Here we go, round one. Who's going to land the first big shot? It's all offense all the time. No rest for the weary. Punch, counter punch. Perfect counter shot. Just missed with that hook. Their first fight was sensational as both men went down. Let's see what happens here as Lomachenko looks for his second victory over Linares.
Lomachenko, they thought this guy could be a world champion in his second professional fight. They put him for a world title. In his second professional fight, he lost. But he only lost because of lack of professional experience. And then he's gone from strength to strength. Linares, this guy is so slick. This guy's had it all. This is why the first fight between these two was technical brilliance. Lomachenko was too smart, too sharp, had everything going for him, and he showed his skill. And that's why this fight, in the 10th round, he had the job done. I think these two fighters will again put on an amazing performance. I think it's one of those fights, again, that you cannot put your house on. I think it's one of those fights where you will see and learn so much about the true art of boxing.
Swing and a miss with the jab. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Nice counter shot. Talk about Linares in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next...
And there's the bell to start round two. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
To slow down. He threw a punch and just got countered. It is a sunny and hot day, and yes, we're outside, Johnny. No air conditioning or air con, as you say in the UK.
Well, Todd, let me explain to you. We are outside. Nobody can turn the temperature down. Nobody can turn the sun down. When that sun's beating on you, when you're tired, when you're frustrated, when you're getting hit, when you're getting hurt, there's no cool fan that's dropping in there. This is where it's real fighting, fight on fight.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
They're both trying for a knockout. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Caution being thrown to the wind. Nice counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Linares Linares in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
The bell rings and we start the third. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Threw a punch and just got countered. Beautiful counter punch. Those counter punches have to hurt. Nice counter shot. Careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. From this moment forward, there's the bell for round 4. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
With that jab. And he scores with the counter. And he just misses with that jab. Those counter punches have to hurt. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Like to see more jabs. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important.
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the 5th. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
He scores with the counter. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They blocked the left there. Well, you know with featherweights, the hands are going to be flying. A lot of punch output.
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Punch, counter punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Linares in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble. Let's start the sixth. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until the senses have come back.
Look, misses. Done with that counter shot. And this with that jab. These two featherweights are going to let their hands go. You know that.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope. You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Nice counter. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Didn't land that jab. Both want a knockout, you can tell. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Oh, Linares goes to the canvas. Look at that shot to the head, and there's no way they were going to stand up to that one.
I've got to see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Let's talk about Linares in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
Love the response, though. Got back up. Took a deep breath. Got right. Brush it off. Get on with the job.
Hey, I like that round. Good work. Good work on the job. It's a terrible round, though. Come on. Can't miss it. Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. He's not in your league. Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together.
That will do it. They want no more. Well, the corner has thrown in the towel, and that...